Today, we are going to talk about how to get started in podcasting in 2020 the right way, all right? So, sure, you might see other people talking about this. They could be talking about it on other podcasts. You can be talking about this on YouTube. But the reason why I'm talking about this is because I have two podcasts. One gets about $80,000 a month. The other one gets about $1.1 million a month, right? So I know a little bit about podcasts, and I'll just kind of share the things that have worked really well for us and that will carry you into this year and beyond. So the first thing I'll say is this. I didn't realize how important it was to have the right equipment in the beginning. I was using a Blue Yeti. It was a $100 microphone, but I was plugging it in directly as a USB connection. And I realized that I had to have a mixer to make it sound really good. So what I learned over the years was I switched over to a Scarlett mixer. So a mixer is something you can USB plug in, and then you plug your mic into the mixer. So Scarlett is, again, the mixer that I use. There's two T's at the end. And I upgraded my mic to a Hi-O PR40. That's about a $400 microphone. But if you're just starting out, you can get a Blue Yeti. It's like $100 or so. And you can get the mixer. I do recommend it because it's gonna make you sound much better. Because keep in mind, there's two things that matter when it comes to your podcast: your content, and then the second thing that matters is your audio quality. Sound quality is all you really have. You don't need to worry about video quality or anything like that, but that's super important. You also need a pop filter as well. So when I say pee, like I'm spitting all the time. Like for me, I spit everywhere. You need to make sure that there's something to filter that out. So the pop filter will filter out the spit or like the nasty kind of, because if you do it goes into the mic and it actually sounds like there's like a distortion with it, right? So you wanna make sure you have some kind of pop filter to help you out. The other thing too is make sure you have a set of headphones. You can use AirPods if you have AirPods, or you can just buy cheap headphones, plug them in, and then just, you don't want any interference. You don't want any echoing coming out when you're doing podcasts with people. You just don't want weird stuff happening. And if you're doing interviews, you wanna make sure you're hardwired at least. And you wanna have some kind of template if you're doing interviews where you give people an idea of the questions that you're gonna ask, and then also tell them, hey, here's like a housekeeping list. Like you wanna make sure you're plugged in, you're in a quiet area, you're ready to go. You wanna prep them, give them as much info as possible. And then from there, you're off to the races. And I would also say that if you're gonna do an interview podcast, I would suggest you don't really do one unless it's in an industry that where it's not being covered right now. Because the problem with the interview podcast is everyone does interview podcasts nowadays. It's not that hard to do. You have all the amazing people out there. You have the Joe Rogans of the world, the Tim Ferriss of the world. They're interviewing all the most amazing people. But if you're gonna do one, maybe find you in your business niche, maybe you can find someone in your local area, your chamber of commerce, whatever. Let's say you're selling, I don't know, Barbies or whatever, and there's like a Barbie niche, and then like you get all the Barbie influencers. I don't know, I'm just making things up right now. If you're gonna do any type of interview podcast, you wanna have a list of people that you wanna reach out to, and then you can use something as simple as MIXMAX, or you can use, there's a lot of these different tools out there. You can use AIRTABLE and then link it up with Sendable, and then once you put in the email address there, then it'll automatically start sending out to people. But you wanna have a system and process for doing that. That's what I did in the early days. And if you're like, man, I really need to learn how to do podcasting, I'm really not sure where to go, you can check out the other videos we have on this channel, or there's a lot of people that actually teach how to do podcasts, right? So I believe John Lee Dumas of Entrepreneurs on Fire, he has Podcasters Paradise, and it's basically a group where you can ask your most burning questions. And I used to be a part of that group when I was first starting out with my podcast, and it was great. Also, I would say is you should try to get into the new and noteworthy. That's a section in Apple, and obviously you can go in Spotify podcasts, and that's something I'll talk about in a second. But for Apple, you wanna appear in the new and noteworthy, and what you can basically do is launch with 5 episodes so people know what to expect. Launch it to your audience, launch it to your email list, launch it to whatever audiences you have, Instagram, whatever. And then that way, what you can do there is when you start to take off, Apple's actually gonna show you in that section, and you're gonna get a bump. You're gonna get even more downloads in the beginning, and that's gonna help you for the long term. Once you launch with the first 5, you wanna be consistent. Too many people, I see them launch and they actually end up giving up after the first 6 months or 12 months or so. You have to be consistent. You gotta play the long game with the podcast, because after the first year on the Leveling Up podcast, I actually was only getting 9 downloads a day. After the second year, I was only getting 30 downloads a day. But I was consistent with it week in, week out. I kept going because I had the right motives for it, because I was trying to learn. So keep in mind, if you're gonna do the podcast, ask yourself, why are you doing it in the first place? Are you trying to build a brand? Are you trying to build an audience? Are you trying to make money? Because I can guarantee you, if you're just trying to make money, you're probably not going to do that well. You gotta do it for the right reasons initially, and that's gonna keep you going for the long term. And because I did well with the first podcast, got it up to $80,000 a month, we're able to parlay it into the Marketing School podcast, which is at 1.1 million downloads a month. Also, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Go omnichannel. Not even just omnichannel. Omnichannel is kind of spreading out, but you wanna go vertical first. if I'm saying Apple Podcast, you want to get on Spotify too. You want to get on Google Play. You want to go down vertically first, and your podcast host should allow you to publish to these different channels. But also you want to spread out too. This video that we're doing right now, this will go to the Leveling Up podcast. This might go to, we might repurpose it into a blog post. We might make it into something else. We might promote it on Twitter as well. So you got to figure out how to go omni-channel, because a lot of people nowadays, they don't have the attention split everywhere. So you want to make sure that you're kind of protecting yourself by going omni-channel. And I can tell you, when I look at the stats for the Marketing School podcast on Spotify, it's actually pretty impressive, and I can see that we're building a pretty big following on that, and I'm hopeful that we can do something with that following in the future. All right, so that's how you get started with podcasting in 2020. Those are just a couple tips. Let me know what you think I missed in the comments below. If you're coming from YouTube, don't forget to check out the next video over there if you want to grow faster, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button if you're coming from YouTube, and I don't know, rate, review, subscribe, whatever platform we're coming from, helps us grow, and we'll see you tomorrow.